Hi, it's David Parrish, and thanks for watching the World Missions and Evangelism video blog. We're so glad to be able to talk to you and give you a report about what has been happening in Latin America. God is opening great new doors. For the last several weeks on our blog, we've been talking about our history up until now, what has happened, kind of our journey. But today, I just have gotten back a day and a half ago from Guatemala, where we have been involved in a church planting movement, disciple making movement training, and we're very, very excited about it. It was exciting for so many reasons, and one of the reasons it has to do with great reports that are coming to us from the field. So let me tell you, today we're going to talk about some great reports, and we're going to talk about some great things that we're looking at in the future, new open doors for church planting movement and disciple making in Latin America, what we call the Instar Project. First of all, the reports. We are just getting them. We don't have all the numbers crunched right now, and it may be even a few weeks before we have all the numbers, but what we know is that expansion is happening, that the gospel is going forth, that disciple making Discovery Bible studies are multiplying, that in these Discovery Bible studies people are coming to Jesus, that new churches are being planted, people are being obedient disciples, they're being baptized. And right now, it's our estimate at this point that there are over 800 groups and churches altogether as a result of this movement and this project. I think our last report, we were just under 700. On our last report, we were like 696 groups and churches up through the end of June. And so we just ended September. I'm recording this on the very beginning of October, and we're in the process, and we haven't got all of our numbers yet. We haven't got all our reports yet, but multiplication is happening. And the other amazing thing that is just delighting us is that these groups are multiplying into new regions of Honduras. The most remote area of Honduras is a department called Gracias al Dios, but it's better known as La Mesquita. And La Mesquita is a region that's both in Honduras and kind of the coast there of Nicaragua. There was many years ago a movie about it, the Mosquito Coast. I think Harrison Ford was in it. Not a movie I'm recommending, but it was about that general area, remote area, poor area, Indian tribes area. The Mosquito Indians are in that region of Honduras. And there is, we believe, we are hearing that there are somewhere over 20 new groups that are among the Mosquito Indians there. And not only have these groups started, but our main team member, Rigoberto, has assigned another team member who we had trained to go and be kind of the overseer of the new groups there, or the mentor, the catalytic person to those groups. And we're very excited about it because there's the report that I just heard was over 20 groups. We were with our team in Guatemala face to face all last week. We had a wonderful time with them, and I believe that's what they said, was over 20 groups among the Mosquito Indians. And in fact, of course, all our studies are in Spanish. And the studies that we've recorded on our Mega Voices, well, the people that we took them to there in La Mesquita, they were able to speak Spanish, so they were able to understand the Spanish studies. But they have themselves already begun to translate into the Mosquito dialect, which is what many of them speak. And so we're excited about that. So over 800 groups. Our last report was 6 generations deep. I think that we're going to see 7 generations. If it's 7 generations deep, that means we planted a group that 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 planted a group. And so 7 generations deep, over 800 groups, now in more than one language. This is now 3 people groups: the general Honduranian population, the Pesh Indians, which our groups were able to get a foothold in a couple of years ago, and now the Mosquito Indian tribe. So we're seeing new people groups. We're seeing over 100 new groups and studies, and many people coming to Christ. So we're so excited about what's happening in Honduras. Hallelujah. And your prayers, and those of you that are givers and you're supporting this mission to Latin America, this harvest is your harvest as well. It's really God's work, and it's a harvest that belongs to those that are working, to those that are supporting, to those that are praying, to those that are giving. We are all a part of what is now thousands of people coming to Jesus Christ in this movement that's primarily centered in Honduras. But the other thing as we look to the future is that in this training in Guatemala, we not only were training new people in Guatemala in this strategy that we're hoping to see how they're going to be moving forward with it, but also we're able to train a person here that's a pastor, an associate pastor here in the United States, Damian Pranuk, and he is from Argentina. And though he lives and ministers in the United States, there's connections and open doors in Argentina that we believe that are going to open, and that he's going to be able to help make connections. And we're looking forward to seeing the same seed planted in Argentina. In addition, at this training, there was another one of WME's new missionaries, Julio Rodriguez, who's about to deploy in a few months' time to Ecuador, and he's trained. And so we're looking at catalytic doors opening into Argentina, into Ecuador, in South America. We've already got some groups in El Salvador. While we were on this trip, while we were there, the people in El Salvador contacted us again and said, can we get another, we want another training. We want additional training in this. And so we're just so excited. There's a group that's already in Nicaragua because of the work of Carlos, one of our workers in Honduras, who's very close to the border of Nicaragua, and there's already spillover into Nicaragua. So we're just looking forward to what God's going to do. What has God done? Over 800 groups, thousands of new believers, 3 different people groups in Honduras. What is God doing? Opening doors in Central and South America, and you are a part of it. That's what Instar is all about. Instar is our project. The word Instar means to urge or to be urgent. It's the urgent task of completing the Great Commission, to bringing the gospel and seeing Discovery Bible studies begin, to see people become disciples of Jesus, to see churches planted throughout all of Latin America until all have heard and had the opportunity to have Jesus Christ as their Lord. You're a part of it, I'm a part of it, and we just encourage you, pray for this wonderful team of full-time workers in Latin America. And it's been a delight to give you this report today, and we look forward to talking to you again next week. God bless you, and you have a great day.